or the lean startup, after we have built the product, we have tested, so against what we are going to measure the results. So if we are going to measure the results again, certain matrices, the quality of matrices need to be actionable, means the matrices should show a cause and effect relationship between the matrices. What will happen some if, let's say, what is happening, what is the cause and what is its effect. For example, how many customers are we joining, so what, how many of them are retained, so that's a cause and effect relationship. Or we are able to show, if we launch this particular feature in the product, what was the impact on the customer retention ratio or customer usability ratio, or how many new customers we were able to contain. So it should show some cause and effect relationship between the two different things, so that it's actionable. And it has to be accessible, means it has to be visually understandable by customer, by the startup, by the employees. All employees are not able to access certain matrices by themselves, they need system, they need the visualization, and they may not understand it. So you need to train the people so that they understand those particular matrices, how to read the chart, how to read the matrices, how to read the results, so that they are clear on how to understand the matrices and what to figure it out from them. And finally, the data which you are presented has to be auditable, rather than playing a blame game, that okay, you blame on the data, you blame on the teach features, you blame on the employees, you blame on the project management. So there should not be a blame game in the in the process. So the results which are displayed has to be auditable, has to be correct, so that the employees are feel more confident on the matrices, rather than just sharing the numbers. They are feel more comfortable, and they can accept the results and take necessary actions. So after we have collected the matrices, we collected the data, the next process is to analyze the data. So how we analyze the data, there are a couple of types of analysis. One is cohort analysis. The traditional matrices are accumulative, and then so they are not really for, they will not really work when you are continuously developing new features, introducing the new features. So cumulative metrics will not be able to give you a very good picture of how the data is affecting the certain matrices. So we do cohort analysis. Cohort analysis means after you have developed certain features, before you, maybe for a week or 2 weeks, so that becomes a cohort. So a group of customers who are joining after launching certain product, certain features, and then before or after joining certain features. So they are different groups because they are using different type of product. So how they are behaving after each launch of the features, so that becomes a cohort. So what is the impact on the customer retention, what is the impact on revenue, what is the impact on cost, what is the impact on the usability, return ratios. So what are the impact of certain different features? That is easier by cohort analysis. If you use a normal traditional method, bar charts or any cumulative matrices, that will not give you a very good picture of the the results, because they are accumulative. The results may accumulate previous features, previous one time spending on the marketing. So that means you may be mixing the ideas, you may get a rosy picture by looking at those accumulative matrices. But cohort analysis will give you a very clear picture of how the customers are behaving, especially up and reacting to the launch of different features. Another way of testing, measuring the result, is the split testing. So what split testing means, you are developing two different features at the same time and distributing to two different customers to test their behavior, to test their feedback. So the higher feedback something can get, means that those to understand which features are more important than the others. So that's why we do a split testing. What is a Kanban method means, Kanban is a way of project management, where we restrict the capacity of the team to of a backlog. So there are many features we want to develop. So we take up only a few develop features at one point of time. So they may be in the backlog, they may be in the progress, and they may be on the built, and they may be on the validated. So there are no more than three in each bucket. So there are four buckets: backlog, in progress, built, and validated. So we never take any other new project unless the all the backlog is clear. So once, let's say, we move the F into validated proceed, if it's validated, so F will come to validated, the in progress, D will come to build, and then after that the A will come into the progress, and then you can add one more into the backlog. So that way you are able to maintain your prioritizing the features which will go first into the development phase, and you're not stressing out your resources. So this is one way of progress management. So there are, so what we are doing is the all the measurement and the matrices depend on what kind of knowledge we are looking for, the what, and what will happen if we get this knowledge, and what we are going to do with this knowledge. So what, so that is what we that is the objective of measuring the results, and that is the objective of how we what are we doing with the results.